Hello, my name is Jack Martin, and this is Crash Course U.S. History. During the Industrial Revolution, Americans faced terrible working conditions with 12 or more hour workdays, 6 or 7 workdays a week, no allowed vacations or sick days. These guys were just in a crap era of their lives. Even worse, they did not have reimbursement. If they had their leg cut off at work, they would not get any financial aid, or any aid for that matter. Imagine going to work every day and working for 12 or more hours each day with no breaks and with low pay. Some of your friends are injured and are lucky to lose just an arm or a leg. Others are not so lucky. This is why I'm communist. The bulk of the Seater's work is done in the tenements, which the law that regulates factory labor does not reach. In them, the child works unchallenged from the day that he is old enough to pull a thread. There is no such thing as a dinner hour, and women eat while they work, and the day is lengthened at both ends, far into the night. Because of this running wild of the bourgeoisie, the labor unions were formed. Yay, the people are finally moving up against the government! Again! But in this case, by people I mean everyone but women and African Americans, who, by the way, formed their own union called the Colored National Labor Union. Later, the Women's Trade Union League was formed, and it became the first national association dedicated to organizing women workers. What? Time for the mystery document? Let's see. I believe the way it works with the mystery document is that if I get the author of the document right, then I do not get zapped. Okay, let's see. We got memes. We got memes about socialism and communism. Is the author Sassy Socialist Memes on Instagram? Good, now that means I do not have to get zapped by my producer. Alright, so poor working conditions led to labor unions, which of course led to socialism. So a man by the name of Eugene V. Debs and some other labor activists eventually related the problems of the working class were an effect of the American capitalist system. They were right. Or should I not say that? So, why did socialists not like capitalism? They did not like the private ownership of business and free competition, which made the rich even more rich and the poor even more poor. Does this sound familiar? Yes, someone else thought this. Karl Marx. Although unlike Karl Marx, Debs and the other labor activists turned to socialism. Smash the bourgeoisie. Alright, so what is socialism? The definition should be appearing right around here somewhere. Socialism is an economic and political system based on government control of business and property and equal distribution of wealth. Socialism was a popular idea among the working class, but it threatened the rich. Because if everyone was as wealthy as the next person, then there would be no upper class, and rich people would lose their wealth and power. Hence, rich people decided they didn't like that. Now, Karl Marx took it one step further and advocated for an extreme version of socialism called communism. Although most 19th century American socialists turned away from communism like the idiots they were and continued to push for better conditions for workers within the labor movement. The more the working class pushed for changes in the working class and introduced a more socialist system into society, the harder the government came down upon them, because they saw their strikes as they would be a threat to capitalism, and which of course would take away the double-ply toilet paper that these rich bourgeoisie pieces of filth have. Overall, this time was a time of great change within the creation of the labor unions.
I am the one, the way you